Hi, how's it going? My name is Chase Dunn. I'm a marketing major here at OLU, and this is my final project. So I'm just gonna give a quick overview of the what we did on a week-to-week basis. Week one was just a class overview. We went over the syllabus and wrote an email to see where we stand on being able to write workplace emails. Week two was about understanding business communication. We went over the proper ways to communicate in a workplace. Our assignment for that week was to write a proper response email for a workplace. Week three was about term and intercultural communication. This week we went into detail about what ways we can properly communicate with coworkers so everyone works at their best. We provided feedback via email as our assignment for that week. Week four was about interpersonal communication skills. We discussed interpersonal communication skills that would help us communicate more efficiently and responsibly. Uh, During this week, we worked as a social media manager and replied to comments for that assignment. Week five was about the writing process. The process was a similar process that English comp courses teach, but this writing process teaches us how to write in a workplace setting. I think that's important because in English assignments, it's always about literature or other English type deals. For this week, we wrote a statement for a local news network. I thought this was a great assignment for this week. I thought it was great practice if you ever plan on working with media or the newsroom. Week six was about improving our writing style. So, like, not only did we just learn how to properly write in a workplace, this week we helped improve it. So, like, after learning the basics during this week, we learned how to improve our writing to properly fit our needs and or circumstances. For this assignment of this week, we wrote for the media again. I thought that was a fine choice. I think learning how to write for a type of marketing class, you're going to be writing for the media most of the time. So I thought this was a great assignment. Week seven was about neutral and positive messages. Learning how to communicate with neutral and positive tones is like a must for a workplace. I thought this was like at least great for me. This week taught us how to properly express emotion through proper workplace communications. And week eight was about persuasive messages. This week we learned how to write a proper persuasive message. In the past, I've written many persuasive essays, but this week kind of taught us how to like do it for a workplace environment. I thought the SeaWorld assignment was a great challenge. I personally don't like SeaWorld, so having to persuade others to enjoy and go back to SeaWorld was a great challenge. Week nine was the midterm. Week 10, we learned how to write bad news messages. This week we learned how to properly break or like give someone bad news, I think, which is a very hard thing to do in a workplace. This included declining a job offer and rejecting a candidate. For this assignment, I honestly never thought I'd have to learn how to do this, but I think this is a great tool for when I get into the workforce. And then weeks 11 and 12 was about planning and writing a report. Weeks 13 and 14 was about writing the report. I've never had to make a report for a workplace before, so these 4 weeks were probably the most beneficial in my opinion. And then week 16, we learned how to give a proper oral presentation. I know right now I'm probably not doing the best at that, but I don't think this is like a super important oral presentation moment. But when regarding the questions that we were supposed to answer, communication could possibly be the most important things in regards to personal and professional aspects. I think communication is the lifeline for building and maintaining healthy relationships. And an intangible goal that stuck out to me was how to emphasize our voice qualities. How we say words can change or improve our whole meaning. I have a bad habit of sounding monotone, so this skill will definitely improve my conversation and overall communication skills. And then question three, the course seemed very rounded off. I thought we discussed many and great skills that can improve communication overall. but I do wish we would have worked or practice a job interview process. We discussed how to decline a job offer and how to properly reject a candidate for a job, but we didn't discuss how to give a job interview or how to receive a job interview. I just think being able to learn how to do that could probably take the course to another level. Thank you for having me in your class. I enjoyed this class very much. I thought it was a great challenge, and I think I learned a lot. Again, my name is Chase Dunn. Thank you for having me.